the Southern Air Temple. So we're just getting backstory.
Aang!
Gyatso? So everybody's just watching him.
Show off.
What? I was just enjoying the view.
Monk Suta was looking for you. You skipped training again.
It's all the same drills. You know I already know all this stuff.
Aang, you may be more advanced than the others, but there's much you have to learn. And believe it or not, there may come a day when you wish you'd spent more time with your teachers. Now, you and the other students...
It's already so much more
set up
serious.
the Great Comet Festival. There's still a lot of work to be done before the air nomads from the other temples arrive.
How many are coming?
So many. There's so many. I said it first.
All of them.
Did you tell him?
It wasn't the right time.
The right time? We don't have the luxury of waiting for the right time. We need to go talk to the council. Now.
Aang has always been a prodigy, the youngest airbender in history to receive the markings of a master. But he is only 12. We can't ask this of him.
Fire Lord Sozin is planning to attack the Earth King. The Water Tribes are already sending the warriors to aid the Earthbenders, and we need to help them as well. And we need the Avatar.
Yes, Aang is powerful, but there's much he still needs to learn about responsibility, expectations, sacrifice. Most of all, he needs to know who he is. If we send him away before he learns these things, he could fail to be everything we need him to be. And he and the world might never recover from that.
The role of the Avatar is a heavy responsibility. Not meant for a child, but it is not our place to choose who bears that burden. And I fear you've grown too close to Aang to see that, Brother Gyatso. Aang must leave immediately to begin training in the other...
It's really weird that that a younger person would be the leader. I like the fact that they included women in the council, though.
Remember the last time I brought you here?
Sure. When I got my tattoos?
Most received their markings in the main hall, but I wanted you to receive yours in the presence of
Yang
Yang
Chen.
Chen.
Yeah.
Last air nomad to be the Avatar. When she died, the next Avatar was born into the following nation in the eternal cycle. So after Yang Chen's death came Kuruk of the Water Tribes, then Kyoshi of the Earth Kingdom.
And then Roku in the Fire Nation.
Which means the next Avatar will once again be an airbender. Her spirit echoes in one of us. Aang, you have always been special, the most talented airbender I have ever known.
I never asked to be special.
But you are the Avatar. The Fire Nation is embarked on a dark path. Their actions threaten to throw the world out of balance. Only the Avatar, the one person who can master all four elements, can save the world. The world needs the Avatar. The world needs you, Aang. You're to leave right away so you can begin training in the other disciplines.
Right away? Leave my friends? Leave home? Leave you?
Now this would be a huge burden for anyone, but you're not just anyone, Aang. You're strong and kind and generous.
I like that they...
Remember that. Always remember who you are. Because I can't imagine a better person to have been given this power.
I don't want the power.
Which is why you will make a great Avatar.
The best leaders often don't seek power.
You are my friend.
And adopted son, and...
Will always be my friend.
Caretaker, father figure. I like that they showed really what Aang cares about the most, because out of everything, Aang cares about those closest to him. He cares about his family, which is difficult because in the airbenders and in the air nomads, they were oftentimes separated by gender, by sex, and so it's oftentimes these young boys would be raised by adoptive fathers, adoptive parents, by the entire by the entire community, basically. But Aang was always special, And I mean, you see it oftentimes in the cartoon that he and Monk Gyatso live together. They cohabitate. Gyatso is his caretaker. He's not just a friend, he's a caretaker. This is probably a little bit more accurate, maybe, I guess, to... I don't know. Actually, I have no idea. So I shouldn't say that. The only thing that I don't like so far, and I kind of knew that this was going to come up, is because it was one of those leaks. He's way too serious. These two are way too serious. They're goofy. They're so goofy. They're so playful. They're playing jokes. They're having fun. Gyatso is a child at heart, always living in that present. He's a good monk in that he is always present. He's always within the present moment, and that's hallmark of monk and in particular, Buddhism. I miss that, but we'll see how it goes. That was one of the most endearing things to me about Aang from the beginning, is that he's so present. He's so fun loving and having a good time. That can get annoying, especially in those serious moments. But after all, he's 12. They're making a change here because he didn't just overhear them planning to take him away. Appa? Is this Appa? Appa. Yeah.
Gyatso says I'm supposed to be the Avatar.
You are.
Monks don't even trust me to feed the baby bison, and I'm supposed to save the world?
Remember, you don't get your arrows until you master, till you're a master, so,
I know who I am. I like to play arrows.
Not everybody would have arrows.
And goof off with my friends. That's who I am. Not someone who can stop the Fire Nation. Not someone who can stop a war. The other kids always say I'm lucky because of the things I could do. But I'd trade places with any of them. I don't want to leave. I don't want the responsibility. I'm scared.
We just laying all this out here in first episode. Okay. This is like 3 seasons worth of Aang. Well, okay, maybe a season.
Scared. You're right. Just need to go up where things always make more sense. At least for now. You can't.
He's already flying.
Remember, no survivors.
I wanted him to win because airbenders and not genocide. Oh, he did.
Come with me, quickly! Where's Aang?
Ooh!
Maybe we should head back home.
Oh, you're just now thinking of that? Come on, man. I wish that they would have really studied the martial arts that their forms are modeled after. Because with airbending, the reason I love airbending is it's after the martial art Bagua, and it's so beautiful. If I'm not mistaken, firebending is Kung Fu, if I'm remembering correctly. It's been a while since I watched that, but probably one of the most recognizable martial art forms. The boy in the iceberg. Hello, Katara. We in the ship? Ship that nobody's supposed to go to? Southern Water Tribe. She's so pretty. Look at her. Ah.
All right, listen up. We've been manning the wall in 3-hour shifts, but it seems some of you can't be trusted to stay at your posts.
I swear to God, if he's so serious, I'm not going to be happy.
2 people at all times, meaning twice as many shifts. Is there a problem? Didn't think so. Okay, back to your duties.
Duties.
Come on, let's go. So where were you before?
Why are you asking questions?
You were waterbending again, weren't you?
Don't worry. No one could see me. Not that it matters.
Of course it matters. If anyone from the Fire Nation finds out you're a waterbender.
No one from the Fire Nation has approached the village in years. Besides, There's nothing to see. An otter penguin could bend more water than I could.
It's probably for the best. You should be helping out more around the village anyway.
Oh.
Not everything is about preparing to fight.
We're at war.
Waterbending is what built our culture, our way of life. Keeping it alive is our duty.
Keeping ourselves alive is our duty.
I know that, and if Dad were here...
But he's not here. I am. Katara, soak later, paddle now. Good job.
I'm not doing this.
Damn it, global warming! Oh, well, it survived. It's already an improvement.
What is that?
We need to get that canoe or we're gonna end up as fish food.
Oh, let's see it. Let's see Zuzu. Why he got so many statues? Helmsman!
Finally.
If there is not a mention of penguin sledding, I'm out. Oh, he's a toboggan.
What are you doing?
You're not thinking of leaving him.
Katara, a strange glowy iceberg just exploded and left behind a mysterious little bald person. What part of that makes you think, great, let's bring him home?
Sokka, he's just a kid. We can't just leave him out here.
I don't like this. Why listen to me? I'm just responsible for the safety of the village.
We are forgetting one really important.
What's that mark on his head?
Let me take a look.
Is that Gran?
Can't be.
What is it, Gran?
This is an airbender.
It's impossible. Airbenders don't exist anymore.
Well, we
Shut up, white guy.
until he wakes up.
Sorry. Sorry. I was trying not to make
The only
jokes about
settlement in
it.
that area is Water Tribe Village in the South Pole Territory. That's where we have to go.
Where you think we'll find the Avatar?
Yes.
Because of the light.
You think I'm imagining things?
Sometimes light beams are nothing more than celestial glimmers in the winter sky.
For 3 years, I've chased down every hint, every rumor, every whisper of the Avatar. And I'll keep doing it for another 3 years if I have to.
Prince Zuko, I don't think your father would want you.
My father has banished me until I find the Avatar.
Thank you for that backstory. We wouldn't want it to be like exposed later in an episode or something. We just want to lay it all out there. Let's force feed it down everybody's throats.
It'll all be worth it once I return home in glory to take my place as the rightful heir to the Fire Lord.
Perhaps it's time to consider
Oh.
that the throne isn't everything.
That was really weird. Hold up.
Perhaps.
Why does that look like it was rendered in Windows XP? Why? Sorry. Serious.
It may not have been for you, but for me, it's my destiny.
No, destiny isn't the real thing. It's honor. It's for my honor. Yay, snowball fights. Y'all live in snow, and there's not a better method of playing games.
Hey, get away from him! What are you thinking? Have you completely forgotten your training? What did I say about keeping your guard up? He could be the enemy.
The enemy? I'm not the enemy.
Then who are you?
I'm Aang. Where am I? How did I get here?
You tell me.
Appa! Where's Appa?
Sokka, have you seen him?
Yeah, that's not strange at all.
He is an airbender.
Have you seen Appa? My sky bison?
So he doesn't have a glider?
Horns, brown arrows. Sky bison.
Repeating it doesn't help.
Appa! Sky bison.
You say you went down in this storm?
Came upon us suddenly. The weather went crazy just after I left home. The Southern Air Temple, where the air nomads live. Well, not all the air nomads, but most of them had just arrived for the Great Comet Festival.
It's a great comet festival. Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed.
When the Fire Nation attacked.
Fire Nation
Yes!
Only the Avatar, master of all 4 elements, could stop it. But when the world needed,
He vanished.
he vanished.
He just vanished.
And so the Fire Nation marched and laid waste plunging us into a time of darkness. Everyone in the village knows this story, but you don't, do you, young man? Just as you don't know that airbenders haven't been seen in generations, and that the Southern Air Temple was the first to fall. Because you've been trapped in that ice this whole time. The last time that the great comet was seen in the sky was 100 years ago.
It's impossible! Get out of the way!
He seemed like just a boy, but he's much more. He is the last airbender.
She said it! So dramatic.
Of all the places he had to drag our asses to, he picks the coldest spot in the world. How come his omens never take us somewhere with hot springs, huh?
Ha!
Is there something you want to say, Lieutenant G?
No, sir.
Let me make something clear. Our mission is vital to the future of the Fire Nation.
Yeah.
And so we will find the Avatar. We will prove ourselves worthy, and we will see our homes and families again. Or we will die trying.
Are you okay?
Well,
100 years. All my friends, everyone I know,
he's taking this really quickly.
they're all gone.
I'm sorry. Believe me, I know how hard it is to lose the people you love.
One of those instances that I'm sorry isn't exactly.
When I was little, I didn't really understand the war until the night the Firebenders came. They destroyed everything in their path. Everything. Everyone. Afterwards, our father set out with the other warriors to hunt down the Firebenders. That was 3 years ago, and we haven't seen him since. He had left Sokka in charge, and he just turned 13.
Guess he had to grow up fast.
We all did. We were never really ready until we have to be.
Why is it so close?
They were part of the Fire Nation's first attacks on the Water Tribe. The Firebenders were ruthless. Since then, the Fire Nation has conquered most of the world. But the Waterbenders are still fighting back, especially in the north. And the Earth Kingdom is still holding strong. We hope.
So, not most of the world.
I had friends in the Fire Nation. I used to visit them.
No one visits other nations now. We're only friends with our own kind.
Good. Your skills have never been sharper.
I need to be at my best when I face the world's ultimate warrior. They say Avatar Kyoshi took down an entire squadron of Earth Kingdom soldiers single-handedly.
Say we find the Avatar and you're able to defeat him. A mission your father believed to be impossible. And so your return home may be unexpected.
You're wrong.
No one comes here. It's quiet and hidden.
You're a waterbender.
Barely. I'm trying to get better, but I'm the only waterbender left in the Southern Tribe. Sokka doesn't like it when I practice because he's worried that the Fire Nation will find out and what? There's a reason. I'm the only waterbender left in the village. They've killed all the others. Sokka just doesn't understand. I'm a warrior. I should be able to do more for our people.
The monks told me bending is about energy and balance. By feeling the energy around you, you can find balance. By finding balance, you can feel the energy.
Well, I guess that happened.
Nice!
I wasn't even really trying.
That's good. You just have to let go.
Uh-oh.
Sokka! Sokka, the Fire Nation! They're...
I know. We spotted them. Get to your post now!
Sokka, the racks.
Get them loaded.
Why are they here? After all this time, what could they possibly want?
Him. He's more than the last airbender, aren't you?
Hey, listen here, Gran.
You are the Avatar.
Hey.
I knew he was hiding something. When the world needed the Avatar the most, he vanished. Because he's a coward. He ran, and people died.
Sokka, they've landed.
You need to go hide.
Sokka, I wanna...
Katara? Now.
Come on, we need to get somewhere safe.
Sokka's boring.
I am Prince Zuko, firstborn son of Fire Lord Ozai. We have no desire to take your homes. We merely seek someone who does not belong here. Someone who is not one of you. Turn him over now, or I'll burn this place to the ground.
Where is he?
Sokka, you can't do this. You can't give him to
He
them.
doesn't belong here.
It's wrong, and you know that.
What I know is that Dad told me to protect the village.
Yes, but remember what Mom told us too. She said that we have to protect those who can protect themselves. He's lost everything he knows. But don't you see, he's the Avatar.
And he lied to us about it.
I know how hard this responsibility has been for you. But there's more to being a leader than just catching fish. You have to give people something to live for. That's what the Avatar is. He's hope. And we need that just as much as we need food and shelter. I know I do.
I am Sokka, son of Akota, lord of, snow and ice. On behalf of the Water Tribe village of Wolf Cove, I demand that you leave immediately.
If this is the path you've chosen, then so be it.
Let's settle this between us, leader to leader. You really need an army? I thought you firebenders had some guts.
Don't fall for it. We overpower them. It's no contest.
Well, where's the glory in that? Accept.
Not glory. Honor. Honor is the word you're looking for. Honor. Well, that went well.
Who needs an army now?
Leave him alone!
Can't be.
Yes! Finally, some fun.
Burn the whole place to the ground.
No! I'll go with you. Just leave him alone. I'm the one you're looking for.
Get him.
Wait! It's okay, Katara. No one has ever fought for me before. I think you're the bravest person I've ever met.
What? What? That was a weird line. It was weird. It was weird. Show me where the line touched you. Oh, it was weird. Literally, we saw... Yeah, never mind. You know what? Whatever.
We have to do something. Sokka, we have to help him. Sokka!
Okay, listen up. Make sure to reinforce the braces on the gate, and don't fall behind on drills. I saw some real sloppiness out there today.
Drills?
And don't let the young guns push you around. You gotta let them know who's in charge. That's right, you're in charge. Now.
Hey, Uncle.
There are many who never imagined this day would ever come, myself included.
Can I ask you something?
Forgive me. I am Iroh, son of Fire Lord Azula. And of course,
Why did the Fire Nation start this war?
some people say it is within our nature to expand and consume, like fire itself. Others believe that true stability in this world can only happen under our rule. So the drive to conquer is a drive for peace and unity.
But peace comes from respecting life, not killing and destroying.
A noble sentiment, Avatar. But in the end, for most of us, it doesn't matter how this war started. It only matters how it can end. And the belief is that by capturing you, the Fire Nation can finally bring that about.
Is that what you believe?
I must leave, but I look forward to many more conversations with you, Avatar. In the meantime, I'll have some jasmine tea sent to you. It's quite soothing.
Who needs metal bending? Take that.
It won't be easy to catch them.
I know. Hopefully you can find a swift current if you draft off their wake.
Or we could
Appa?
go another way.
Appa? Yip yip.
You're not serious. Katara, no. There's no way you're getting me on that.
The avatars.
Stop him!
Hey, we finally see the glider.
Now!
Haha, I see what you did there. Hadouken! Suddenly, he can't fly. Yay, Katara, you did it somehow. It's like 2 seconds ago you couldn't even like raise water up out of other
I
water.
can't believe you guys came for me.
Now she brought water up at least, I don't know, 1,000 feet into the air. You know, that's progress.
You know, the firebenders aren't gonna give up. They're gonna keep coming after you.
Which means we can't go home. It would put everyone in danger. So where do we go?
To the library! Oh, sorry. Huh. The Airbenders had bullets.
Let's go.
You're looking good, Gyatso.
Now this would be a huge burden for anyone. But you're not just anyone, Aang. You're strong and kind and generous.
Also goofy.
Remember that, always remember who you are.
Good, yes.
What's happening? What is he doing?
You're gonna use the line.
I can't imagine a better person to have been given this power. You are my friend. You will always be my friend.
What's missing here, to me, we're missing quite a bit of like character essence. The thing about Aang is one, he's goofy. You know, it's very much one of the biggest principles in Buddhism and meditation and is being present minded and is being present within this moment, not future thinking. You know, this sounds like some therapy because therapy has started to take on some of this stuff. Not taking on the present and the past, but living in this moment right here. Aang, and that is seen as a very spiritual thing. Aang is particularly good at the spiritual side of things, which the Airbenders are particularly connected with. It's just the thing within the universe of Avatar. And so Aang in particular is very good at airbending and at that spiritual aspect because he's very good at staying present, enjoying life, being a goofy kid, but also like the thing about Aang in his character is that he has an immense love for those around him, and in particular the scene that just played, especially in the animation, Katara mentions that, it's clear that Aang is so hurt and upset that he lost everyone and everything he ever knew, and then he sees Gyatso, and that's who he felt was his last family. It was his family, right? And it all wasn't real until that moment. Seeing Gyatso was real, made it real, that he is really alone in this world. And for a 12-year-old, that's deep, man. Like, that's powerful. That's why he gets so upset. Katara shouts out during that scene in the animation, if you know, that like, I know it's hard, but we're your family now. And that's what brings him kind of back to that grounded state. And that's such, in my opinion, it is such an important point for Aang's character, for you to understand who Aang is. It is such an important line. It is such an important moment. It's one of the reasons why episode 2 of the series is still one of my favorites. One, because we actually got to learn a little bit more about Airbender culture, and I was always, when I was younger, I was always far more invested in Airbenders. I would be an Airbender. I hope I would be an Airbender. Anyways, it just shows, his true motivations, his character, his personality. And unfortunately, it also shows the bond that has. It also shows Katara's very good ability to empathize with others, and it also just shows like their bond with one another, which we'll see in this next scene, but. It's something that's a little overlooked here, and it's unfortunate. I understand that they have to, we have to cut things, probably, unless they're actually going to go line by line of the original series, which it would be nice, but at the same time, I don't know. I prefer to see, if you're going to remake something, maybe expand upon it a little bit, but don't necessarily change it. And I don't necessarily see anything as a huge, deal breaker change for me necessarily. But I think that this was a pretty important miss on their part. We'll see how it moves on, but for me that was a pretty big miss.
Not to be rude, but what was that?
I don't know.
I'm 12.
I don't know. The monks are gone and I'm all alone.
The thing about losing everything is that That's when you learn how strong you really are. It's when you learn to fight.
They made the ultimate sacrifice for me. I need to make sure their deaths weren't in vain. I need to follow through on what they wanted me to do. Complete my training and master all the other bending skills so I can bring balance back to the world.
Oh, is that all?
This was my home, and now it's gone. It's only after we've lost something that we realize how much...
Suddenly, Zuko's an artist.
How we'd do anything to get it back. Anything. I don't know where this will all lead. And I don't know if I have what it
He's
takes.
way too serious.
But the one thing I do know is I'm the Avatar, and this is just the beginning.
My sentiments still stand. My sentiments still stand. You know, it's not like it's not like I said, it's not like a game changer or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, like there's Aang's a goofy 12-year-old kid. I'm not seeing any of that. And I expected that because of some of the leaks. I also expected, you know, one of the biggest things about Sokka is one of his growths and one of the lessons that you learn very, very early in the Avatar universe in ATLA. If I refer to ATLA, it's Avatar: Last Airbender. Just in case you don't know that, I'm going to put that out there now. Is the misogyny aspect of his character, where, you know, he is very set in the old ways, let's say, in that he, you know, he believes that he should be out there fighting, Katara should be working and doing laundry and chores and all that kind of stuff. That was missing. They kind of passed it off as you should help out with the village. You should be looking to help the village more. So they didn't just they kind of put it there, but they didn't put it there. Kinda. But, you know, quickly in the first season, I think it's like episode 3, he learns the lesson, right? He learns that is not how you need to treat women. That women are equal players in this game, and you gotta get over it, dude. And so that I know that's going to be missing, unfortunately, because it's one of the many good lessons that you learn throughout this entire series, the animated series, anyways. Overall, this was fine. I don't dislike it. I don't love it yet. That might change. I tend to come into these things pretty open-minded. I don't expect it to be a one-for-one, you know, because that's ridiculous. But I do expect you to remain pretty, relatively, you know, pretty faithful to the original content. The tricky part, and this is not an easy task for any writer, is trying to find that balance, right? And just to be very clear, like, it's just not an easy task for them to do, because they have to find the balance between putting in new stuff, making it their own, and remaining true. And quite frankly, there are just things that are not going to translate as well from an animated series into live action. We'll see how the rest of this goes. We'll see. I don't hate it. I don't dislike it. I don't even dislike it. I just, you know, there are things that I wish were there that are kind of crucial to understanding Aang as a character. But then again, this isn't the Aang that we necessarily know from the animation series, so maybe I should get rid of that. But there's a reason I'm having this argument live for you, because in my mind, this is where I'm going. But there is a reason why these characters are so beloved. Happy to hear your thoughts in the comments, of course. For me, like I said, I don't hate it. I'm gonna keep an open mind and keep moving forward with this because I just love ATLA, all things, and I'm always like thirsty for more. We'll see how this pans out. I know we have Avatar Studio that's coming out with stuff, but this is what we have right now, and I love Avatar, so we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to see what else they have in store for us. How many episodes are there total? 8? we'll see. Warriors, Mashu, Into the Dark, Spirited Away, Masks, the North, and Legends. Okay. Well, we'll see. They're all about an hour, I think. So, yeah, it shouldn't take too. I don't think they split this season up either. It doesn't look like it. Excuse me. So yeah, we're continuing on. We'll see how it goes. Happy to know your thoughts. Please, you know, be careful of spoilers, etc. But I'm happy to continue watching this with you. Also, of course, be sure to check out Patreon if you want to see the full watch along. You do have to have, you know, your own account and all that kind of stuff to watch along with me. But do check those out, of course. With all that said, again, happy to hear. Let's continue the conversation down in the comments below. Take care, be safe out there, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.